Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well. Today's target is to solve question number 23. The chapter which we are related with is bank reconciliation statement. As you can see that our requirement is showing BRS. But second important factor is under double balance method. Please note it down again as we have done in question number 22. Same double balance method is target, and you can see that first two entries there are two balances given. Bank statement balance means passbook, cash book balance is also given. So two balances in single question. That is why it is called double balance method. So in previous question we understood that we'll make two BRS statements, first for cash book and second bank reconciliation statement for passbook. Here statement is missing. Let's write down. So there will be two statements, one for cash book and one for passbook. Secondly, date is 31st March. First we will correct the date. It is March. So let's write down the date. Now similarly, we will go to passbook and we'll correct this date as well. March. The year which is mentioned is 2022. So we'll have to correct it as well. 2022. Similarly, we will go to the passbook and we'll enter 22. So our performer is ready. First is for cash book and second is for passbook. Because two balances are given, rules are same. First, bank statement overdraft. Please note it down. This is passbook overdraft. Cash book overdraft credit, passbook overdraft debit. We will go to second book and here you will mention as debit and you will show that it is passbook overdraft, right? So let's see how much amount of overdraft balance is 9200. So we'll put 9200 over here. Please note it down. We are entering in passbook. Now second balance is again overdraft but cash book. So cash book overdraft is credit. We will go to cash book and here you will mention credit and let's write cash book overdraft in detail column. Cash book overdraft is 21200. All right. So two entries have been completed. Third entry, check 20,000 issued. Please note it down. In issued, we will search for not presented. Repeat this word, not presented checks we will search for. Check for P's 2800 issued, out of which 8,000 presented. Please note it has been written presented while we were searching unpresented. So difference would be considered as unpresented, 20 and 8,000. And where we will go? There are four entries: unpresented, uncredited, mistake by bank and omitted. So since it is unpresented, we will write in passbook and this unpresented should be debited. And as you know, there were total number of checks 20,800 while only 8,000 number of checks were presented and remaining would be considered as unpresented, which we were searching for 20,800 and 8,000. So what we have done, look at here, 20,800 minus 8,000 unpresented check amount has been written over here. So D entry is 2,000 deposited into the bank but was wrongly recorded on credit side of it. This is very special entry and you will have to spare some time to understand this. Actually at the start in rules we have written one thing, double error, and here you will understand what is double error. Please note, we were supposed to write any amount on one side, and which side? Check for rupees 2,000 deposited. When you will deposit your check, It means increase in bank account should be debited. So 2000 was supposed to be written on debit side, okay, but wrongly recorded on the credit side. So instead of recording this entry on debit side, you have recorded on the wrong side. That means credit side. So there are two mistakes over here. You have written this 2000, which is wrong. It was not meant to be written over here. I have changed its color 2000. You were supposed to write 2000 over here, debit side, but instead of debit, you have written it on the wrong side. Now we are not allowed to cut, we are not allowed to delete, we are not allowed to erase. So what will happen? How you will correct this entry? There are two mistakes. First mistake, you were supposed to write over here on debit side, but you haven't written. So if you haven't written, to correct this error, you will write. Simple as this. You were supposed to write on debit side, you haven't written. When you realize your mistake, then you are supposed to write it. So first 2000 you will write over here because it was meant to be written over here. We are changing it into green. So this was the corrected entry. But what had happened? Both amounts are cancelled. Actually, you were supposed to write on debit side and you haven't written. Now, second mistake is this 2000 was not supposed to be written over here. So this is your second mistake. To cut it down, you will write once more 2000 on debit side. So actually on debit side, you will write 2 times 2000. It means debit 4000. Whose mistake is it is? It is cash book mistake. So you will go to the cash book, debit 4000. Here we will have cash book, debit and 4000. Now please see, this hint is also available for item number D, which is this item number. You will write 4000. There will be 4000, which is also a hint, but we have already understood it is 4000. So we have written debit 4000. Entered at wrong side. Please understand that was double error. And if you are feeling anything difficult, please repeat, revise or reverse this lecture to, I think, fifth or sixth minute. Just reverse your lecture and listen again. And still, if you are feeling difficult, you can message me or text me. Alright, now we have completed D entry, E entry, credit side, cash book, undercast. Rule we do know, we have already written. When it is undercast, debit to debit and credit to credit. Here we have credit side undercast and we will do it credit. And since it is cash book, we will go to the cash book. Credit 3200. So here you will write credit and 3200 and this is undercast. Alright, that E entry has been completed. Now last entry, check of rupees 16,000 was debited twice. That means 2 times you have debited. And you were supposed to debit only for single time. It means you have when you have debited 2 times, 1 time is extra and you have to cancel it. To cancel, we will go to the opposite side. Opposite side of debit is credit, where you will go into the cash book, as you can see. So we will credit once in cash book 1600. This is your cash book and now credit, and how much amount was 1600. Just post 1600 over here. Here we need to make a little space. Just shift it downside. So we have created a space. In this way, all entries, as you can see, this was your last entry. We have posted. Now it's time to start our calculation. First, you will take sum of credit side. There is only one amount on debit side. Now you will take the difference. How? You will subtract smaller amount from the larger amount. Larger 26 smaller 4,000. So you have got your answer 22,000. And here you can see 22,000 is your answer. Now it's time to put your sign. Larger amount was 26, sign was credit, so you have written over here. Now we will write down the book. You have started your question with cash book. Opposite to it would be passbook. Your answer sign was credit. Here you will write debit and same amount would be mentioned. Cash book is completed. Now we will see in passbook there is only two entries. Take sum of debit side and there is nothing on credit side. It means this question is automatically solved. That means this is your answer 22,000 and as you can see 22,000. In this way, this was your cash book and you have written answer 22,000. This is your passbook. Let me show. This is your passbook. Answer you have written. There was only one amount. You will write it debit. Alright, and now it's time to elaborate your answer. This was your passbook. Opposite to it, you will write cash book. Answer was in debit form. Opposite to this is credit. Same amount would be written over here. So guys, in this way, our question has been completed. Both books are entered, both books are accomplished as well, and their answers are matched with each other, and both answers are matched with the book answer as well. In this way, our question 23rd, this was last question of this chapter, has been completed, and we have shown their answers. Answers are matched, solution is in front of you. It is I'm humbly requesting you people, please spare some time and practice this question for 2 to 3 times. If still you feel any difficulty, you are very open to share your problems through text, messages, WhatsApp, or you can directly meet to share your problem. I will surely be available to answer your queries instantly. It's time to end our lecture. Thank you very much for your time. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.